Now that's not right. Hold on. Hold on a second. Well, that's more like it, right? All right, everyone. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Week in Preview. Today is Sunday, April 12th, 2015, ladies and gentlemen, and what a weekend I'm having here. If you guys don't know, if you haven't been paying attention and you've been out of the loop of what's been going on with me, first of all, I'm not using this. This mic is going to be here for all my vlogs moving forward, but I'm actually not using this, and I'm about to explain why. I had all these plans going on of what I was going to be doing this weekend. I was actually going to set up this Week in Preview in my other streaming program, OBS, to capture. I was going to utilize my new microphone, right? I'm not doing that. I'm actually using my old mic right here because I did this all in a hurried panic to try to get it done. My plan was to play Persona 4 all weekend because I actually, by surprise, I beat Bloodborne Friday night early after realizing there was no way I was going to get through all the Chalice Dungeon optional content. And so I said, this will be cool. You know, I will play Persona 4 all weekend in preparation for Mortal Kombat 10 coming out this next week. So people who like Persona and wanted to get a lot more of that will get it. People who maybe aren't liking Persona, okay, they'll be bored for a couple days, but then I'll be back. I'll be back full force come this Tuesday to play Mortal Kombat 10. Also, I was planning on doing all this other stuff. I was planning on working on the review for Bloodborne tonight. I was planning on doing Patreon-related stuff. I have all the information from all the patrons who actually pledged in the month of March. They responded to me this past week or two, and I was going to send all that information, well, at least half of it, for the people who needed their forum accounts upgraded. I was going to send that to my webmaster last night, and I was going to work on getting the t-shirts ready for being mailed for those who qualified for that, and private videos, and yada, yada, yada. And then this happened. And I know you probably can't see it very well because this is a 1080p webcam. It's not very clear. You probably can't, you can't even tell from that shot at all. My foot is incredibly swollen. You cannot tell from what I wanted to show you there. It's about, I'd say about 1.5 times the chubbiness of my other foot. It's swollen up out of nowhere. Now, at first I thought maybe I had whacked it or I'd done something that caused that to happen. But then I woke up this morning, this Sunday morning, to excruciating pain. The thing had swollen up even worse than it had on Saturday. It was very bright pink, and it just literally just brushing it or even touching it with a light blanket to keep it warm hurt like crazy. So after doing a bunch of research online and after what everyone's been telling me, it sounds to me like I might have gout, which is, let me tell you, this week I celebrated my 33rd birthday. Happy birthday to me, right? I'm getting up there in age. Pretty soon I'll be officially considered middle age. I think what they say is 35 is considered middle age. I'm not a young adult anymore, right? And since I've moved here to the state of Washington the middle of last year, I've made dramatic strides and improvements in my daily diet, in my health. Look at me. I've lost a lot of weight since I moved here. All of the changes since I moved to Washington have been healthy changes, and then this happens. And it makes no sense. And people are like, well, if it's gout, that means that you have high acid levels and your diet, you have to alter your diet. Maybe you're drinking too much, which is kind of weird. I mean, I do have a drink from not every single day, but I do have a gin and tonic or two every once in a while, maybe, a few times a week at night to unwind, especially if it's been a stressful day or if my back's hurting me. But it's not like I'm a binge drinker and I go fucking crazy drinking every day. You know what I mean? It's not like I eat disgusting, unhealthy foods. When I lived in Connecticut, I drank more and I ate worse than I did here. So it's weird to me that this is happening now, okay? And all day today, I took today off, all right? Last night, I couldn't do, after being out, I had to actually go out yesterday evening to do my weekly shopping for groceries and stuff, and I was walking on the foot, which I shouldn't have done. It absolutely killed me all last evening. It was even worse this morning. I said, I can't even go upstairs and downstairs easily. I need to take some time off, so I did not do my Persona 4 stream today. And I didn't even know if I was going to be able to make it back tonight for the Week in Preview. And it's actually someone's podcast I'm appearing on tonight. And I was actually going to work on the Bloodborne review. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do any of that. The good news is, even though my foot is incredibly swelled and it fucking hurts, it's nowhere near as bad as it was this morning. And I am more mobile and I'm able to be up here and in the office to work for the second half of the night. So, what I'm about to do, you guys, I'm about to run through the Week in Preview if the foot gets better, and then there's also going to be a weekend preview if it doesn't, all right? Because the bottom line is this. I do have health insurance now. However, it doesn't work how a lot of people assume it works. I know a lot of you guys are international to the United States. You don't live in the United States like me, and you don't understand how our healthcare system works. Let me just very briefly run through this for those of you who are interested, and then we'll get to the schedule, okay? Today I had a choice. I had basically 3 choices today, all right? Number 1, I could have tried to call a normal doctor and arrange for an appointment. Unfortunately, normal doctors are closed on Sunday in the United States, so that means I can't go to a normal doctor. So that would have been a waste of time, right? Number 2, my other option would have been to try to contact an emergency services or clinic-style place where you don't necessarily have a primary care doctor, but you have people who are there to take a look at emergencies. So if my foot was broken and bleeding, okay, and I needed to be put in a cast or something, you know, then I would have went there. Or if I was dying, you know, I couldn't breathe or something, you go there, all right? And I've done that. I did that a year ago. I went to a clinic in Connecticut because if you remember, I had a really bad throat infection. And I went there. They diagnosed me as having a fungal infection in my throat. They gave me a bunch of medicines. And 2 months later, I shit you not. Now, I was covered by insurance, by the way. I had insurance when I lived in Connecticut that was supposed to be good insurance. 2 months later, after I moved here, I got a bill for over $300 for that clinic visit saying, well, some of it was covered, some of it wasn't. They billed an astronomical amount of money for the visit. You owe $300. I was like, that's incredibly ridiculous. You know, $300 for you to look at my throat and write a prescription, and that's literally all they did. So it was out of control. It's exorbitant cost for healthcare in the United States. So today I was left with this thought. Do I go to an emergency care facility to look at my foot and say, it's swollen, do you want some anti-inflammatories, and we'll see how it goes this week and see what's going on? Or I could wait. And I say, you know what? Honestly, right now, I'm not dying. It hurts. I can't really walk on it that well, but I'm not dying. Hopefully it's not going to get any worse. So what did I do today? I waited. Couldn't go to a normal doctor today anyway. I didn't feel like paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go to a clinic. And undoubtedly, there'll be people who disagree with that. There are people who say, well, in my country, I could have just went right to a doctor 7 days a week, paid $40, and got everything taken care of. That's not the United States. In the United States, it's a much different system. It's a convoluted, expensive piece of shit healthcare system. Only the rich, basically, get actually taken care of in the United States. Everyone else gets the fucking finger up their ass because we all got to put up with a horrible healthcare system catered to those who can pay thousands of dollars out of pocket. So that being said, right now I'm all right. My foot fucking hurts. It's swollen. It's pink, but it's not terrible. I can still walk on it. It hurts pretty badly, but what I'm worried about is it seems like every night it's better by the time I go to sleep. When I wake up in the morning, it's bad again. So I obviously, if that's staying like this week, if it doesn't get any better, say by Monday or Tuesday at the latest, I've got to make a doctor's appointment. There's nothing I can do. I have to do it, okay? But I understand that's going to hinder everything going on this week. We already had solid plans for how this week was going to go. So I will now let you guys know the schedule if things go well and my foot gets better, and the schedule if it doesn't. Because I've already done things. I've made changes to my diet. I've already ate a ton of strawberries today. People are saying a strawberry will lower your acidic content if you don't eat red meat right now, you'll be better. If you don't, drink alcohol right now, you'll be better. So I'm doing all these things to not have any acidic content in my blood. And hopefully I can lower whatever the hell the problem is with this foot and have it better in the next day or two. Okay? If that happens, here's the schedule. Obviously, right now I'm doing the weekend preview. After this, I'm actually going to appear on someone's podcast. I don't want to give too many details because I don't know the actual name of the full podcast or where it appears. But I'll be plugging it on Twitter once it goes live so that you guys can know to check that out. And we're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat 10 of all things. And then tonight, after that, I'm hoping to at least film the spoken text part of my Bloodborne review. All right? Tomorrow, first stream, which is going to happen, by God. It's going to happen. I know I took today off. I rarely take time off. I need to do a stream tomorrow. It's going to be Persona 4. It's going to be about 3 hours, and it's going to be me getting as far into the game as I can before our crazy amount of coverage of Mortal Kombat 10 that's going to happen this week. Tomorrow night, Monday night, no stream because I'm going to try to finish the Bloodborne review. I'm going to take that filmed review that I do tonight, and I'm going to try to edit in all the gameplay elements and, make a nice edited review for you guys. I'm going to put that out on the King of Hate vlogs, hopefully tomorrow night. Again, fingers crossed. If everything goes all right with my foot and everything, that's going to be the plan. All right.